Then start. And with video also. Video.
Let's start it. Om Shanti. Good evening and a very warm welcome to all the participants to our refreshing Sunday evening talk, which is organized by Brahma Kumari Shanti Sarovar. Just one quick question. Am I audible?
Check.
Can you just let me know if I'm audible through chat? Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So yeah, a good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you. So before we jump into today's session directly, I would like to take a minute and wish you all a very happy Independence Day. We all know that India has fought for several years to get free from the British rule, and to this significance, we celebrate the independence every year at this day, as this day is recognized as pride and honor. Since we celebrate independence and each one of us understand the importance of the freedom, however, at times we feel caged. So in order to celebrate the freedom in a true sense, we need to understand the actual meaning of it and how do we cherish it every day. So we have a very special guest amongst us, that is Sister Karuna Davi from London, who is going to enlighten us on today's topic, that is inner freedom. Welcome, Sister Karuna. So today, India is celebrating 75th year of independence as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So even we'll also celebrate the same thing, maybe in a different style, where we have few cultural activities which are followed which is followed by a special talk, as I mentioned, that is Inner Freedom by Sister Karuna. So let's get started with the celebration. The first celebration where we can do is we have a very little angel, that is Anusha, who is amongst us, who is currently in her 8th standard. She is practicing meditation since her childhood and also practicing music from past 4 years. So today she is going to play keyboard on this occasion. Over to you, Anusha. So that was really well played by Anusha. Okay. That was really well played, Anusha. Thank you so much. So next we have a dance performance by Mania, who is currently studying her 12th standard, and she is also a cultural secretary at her school, that is Delhi Public School. She also participated in many programs that are conducted by Brahma Kumaris, including even in the Madhuban headquarters. Sorry for the technical glitch. Just bear with us for a moment, please. Sorry about that. Yeah. It was such a beautiful performance by Mania. Thank you so much. And one last by Tanisha, who is going to play a violin for us. She's currently again in the 12th standard and she's practicing meditation since her childhood. So Tanya, you can go over. It was so beautifully combined, all 5 songs together in violin. Thank you so much, Tanisha. So I know we are eagerly waiting to hear from Sister Karuna, but definitely I promise I'll not take more than a moment to introduce her. So I will just take 1 minute. I assure you that. So Sister Karuna Devi is from London. She's an experienced Raj Yogi meditator and is practicing and teaching meditation from like over past 40 years at South Hall, London. As a tireless and a dedicated worker, Sister Karuna is not only known for the substance of knowledge, but also known for her love towards cooking. In her initial days of student life, Sister Karuna spent her time with senior Davis at London as well as Madhuban, learning a lot about the spiritual aspects in depth. This made her as an embodiment of motherly love. She encourages women, youth, children, and others by conducting a special workshops across countries like Italy, Portugal, Nigeria, Punjab, etc. So welcome, Sister Karuna. Now over to you. Please enlighten us on the topic of inner freedom.
Om Shanti. Namaste. Happy Independence Day to everyone. All of you know the meaning of Om Shanti. Om Shanti means I am a peaceful soul, or I'm the embodiment of peace. First of all, looking at the flag of our India, I like to share my feeling. It has 3 colors. First is saffron color. Saffron colors symbolize of renunciation. What does renunciation means? It does not mean that you have to leave the world for a peace of mind. We have to renunciate anger, all these vices, greed, lust, ego, attachment, etc. When we renunciate these vices, then automatically in our life, a symbol of that white peace, purity. In our life, peace and purity will come. When we have a peace and purity in our everyday life, then there's a third color, that's green color. Green color symbolizes of love. Love means growing. We have to grow love in our heart. Not only in my heart, we have to help each other to grow love amongst each other. Somebody sent me a very beautiful message saying in these days, all this festival has become tasteless. I normally say the festival has not become tasteless, but a human being relationship has become tasteless. People don't have time to spend or give love, regard, respect to human being. They have a time for other things. What my experience is that when we say Jai Bharat Mata Ki Jai, Vande Mataram, means that we have to conquer these vices. Before I say conquer these vices, we have to control our mind. When I say control our mind, control our thoughts. I need to check myself really, am I depending on anything? Do I depend on a human being, means, weather, nature, prakriti? At every step, we depend on one or the other things. What we teach in meditation, that we should not depend on anything. If human beings love me, we say, oh, everybody love me. It means I'm depending on others. I want to become independent. How can I become independent when I love myself? Every morning, when I wake up, we never have time for ourselves. In meditation, we teach in the morning when you wake up, give a good hug to yourself. Appreciate whatever you have. Appreciate your eyes, your face, your color, your religion. Don't think I belong to that religion. Our religion is peace. Literally, I remember that when I started doing meditation, I used to hug myself. Literally, I will wake up in the morning, I will feel that I love myself. When I love myself, then we don't depend on anything. Also check myself that do I depend on weather? Sometimes weather is hot, we say, I wish it was cold. When it's cold, we say, oh, I wish it was hot. We are depending on weather. If a weather is good, but do we ever say weather is good? I always say, never say, oh my God, too hot, too cold. No, it's not that, it's my own feeling. If I'm the master of my mind, weather won't affect me. I always share my experience that once I was going for a meditation class. I was very new in meditation. I came to know that I have to start my class before I go to work. I want to attend my class at 5:30. In those days, it was in the year 1983-84. And there was no bus service. Very early morning, I used to check myself that I don't want to depend on anything, on cars, buses. I used to feel that I'm very lucky. God has given me 2 feet and 2 legs. Why do I depend on these things? I want to be independent. I remember, you can imagine, weather in London. One day, it was very, very cold day, freezing, you can say freezing cold, early in the morning. Not in only cold, it was a rainy day, heavy rain, very heavy wind blowing. I just left home, cover my head, putting gloves on, putting my boots on. I just went out around the corner and I could not open umbrella. You can visualize, like I visualize myself. I am in Shanti server today without any money, without spending time. So you can visualize you are in London. Visualize the weather of London. I just went around the corner. Wind was blowing. My mind tells me, Karuna, go back if you feel sick. Who is going to look after you? Is a Brahma Kumari going to look after you? Mind said, no, nobody, Brahma Kumari won't come and even ask you a cup of tea, go back home. I literally came back. I come back and I was trying to take my coat off. Then my intellect tells me, Karuna, why don't you have a faith in God? Why do you say that you will feel sick? My intellect won't let me go to bedroom to sleep. I put my coat again. I'm sharing my practical experience. And I put my coat on again. I walked another 10 minutes. When I walked the 10 minutes, my coat was soaking wet. Water was going into my shoes, cold weather, could not open umbrella, came back again. Again, I said, can't be bothered. I'm not, God knows what I'm doing. I love God. I don't have to go there. How many thoughts I have in my mind? I came back again. As soon as I just opened the door and my intellect start working, sometimes when we go to the shop and mind says something else and intellect says something else. And again, my intellect awoken and saying, Karuna, aren't you going to work? How are you going to work? If you're going to work, why can't you go for meditation? My mind said, yes, I'm going to walk to work because I'm not going to take a bus at that time. I am going to walk. If you're going to walk to work, why can't you go for meditation? Again, mind is replying that going to work, it's going to take you 15 minutes. Here you have to do, it's going to take you an hour. And again, intellect replied me that if you're powerful, that 1 hour will be equal to 15 minutes. Third time, this time I was irritated and I put my coat back on again. And I start walking, arguing with God. God, if you're really God, you are there. You better stop your rain. Stop, this wind is blowing. Sometimes the rain will stop, sometimes it start, heavy rain comes, wind is blowing. And I could not, and all the time for 1 hour, I was just arguing, irritating with God, or can you imagine how many thoughts I had? When I went there, Didi, In those days, I was young, and Didi opened the door. I was the first every day, though I was working, and I was the first student to be there. When I went there, would you believe what she told me, what she said to me? She said to me, oh my God, Karuna, in this weather, why did you come? Can you imagine? I had the thought, my God, I made so much effort to come. She told me, why did you come? Why didn't you say, welcome, Karuna, you are here? Anyway, I did not reply. Why I'm sharing, because how much we depend on these things. When I went inside, I did not reply her because my clothes were wet. I was freezing cold. House was nice, warm when I went there. When I went inside the meditation room, I sat on the floor. My clothes were so wet, you can visualize, and even the carpet, white sheet, that was also wet. But when I sat in a meditation, God, we normally say, Baba, God has given me so much love. And he, like I felt 2 hands came. 2 hands was like a cotton wool and take me up above like a little baby. I completely became detached from the body. I was like beyond the sun, moon, stars, sky. I felt that I wasn't in this world. And that time I given credit to, I tap on my back, well done, Karuna. If you hadn't come, if you were dependent on the weather or on the buses or on the car, you would not have that experience of a meditation. So I appreciate myself after that many times. I was still walking. I went there for 2 years, walking every day, and after that going to office. And I never had that experience after that. It was only that day. I felt that God has given me that opportunity to have the experience of that meditation. What I'm saying, when we celebrate Independence Day, it's not only 15th of August, even yesterday in London, 14th of August, Pakistan was celebrating their Independence Day. I was thinking that every day is Independence Day if I'm free from these vices. If we are free from these vices, automatically in our life, peace, love, happiness, knowledge, bliss, power, all these qualities will come in our life. We should not depend on anything. We normally depend on a human being. If they're angry, we become angry. At that time, I'm depending on that person because that person, if they give me happiness, I will be happy. If they make me angry, I am angry. Become the master of your mind. I normally give the example that when I'm cooking, if I can't find my own things in the kitchen, somebody will say, do you live in this house? Yes. If you live in this house, you should be the master. You should be the master of the kitchen. You should be. One day, I was taking my car for repair and he could not find his own tools. I asked him, brother, do you work here? He said, yes. I said, how come you don't find your own tools? He said, sometimes other people use my tools, then I can't find it. I don't know where they have replaced. Same thing it happened to us when we give the reign of our mind to other people. When we make other people the master of my mind, what will happen? Wherever they want to put happiness, peace, wherever they want it, they will steal my happiness and peace of mind. So in meditation, we want to, with our mind, we can travel anywhere, we can go anywhere. As I felt that when I was listening to that song and listening to that music, for a few seconds, I felt that I was in Shanti Soha. Then I told myself, Karuna, come back. How did I go? With my mind. Now, though I haven't been to Hyderabad, many students, even Kuldeepan once invited me, Karuna, why don't you come? Because I'm originally from Punjab and Kuldeepan's also from Punjab. Once even our Dadi Janki, she told me, Karuna, why don't you go with her? But at that time, I had a different plan. And with our mind, we can become detached from the body. We can travel anywhere in the world. We can travel beyond the stars and skies and everything. I'm the master, but I shouldn't not depend on anyone. Let me share one story with you. There was one Rishi. Rishi, he was sitting under the tree, renunciation, when we talk about renunciation, he was sitting under the tree, and every day he used to say to God, God, Tata, तूने बहुत कुछ दिया है. God, you have given me plenty. But he did not have anything. He had only one clay plate made of clay. Second, he had two dhoti, nothing else. He will wash one dhoti and put the other one on. No food, no kitchen, no bedroom, nothing. He will sit under the tree and still gratitude to God. God, you have given me plenty. One person, rich person, he will bring food for him. He bring food for him every day. And when he's giving him a food and he sees him, God, you have given me plenty. And he's saying, look, he's saying thank you to God. But who is giving him food? I bring him the food. He had a little ego that I bring the food to him. And he said, I will see. Tomorrow I want to bring food for him. Let me see how God gives him food. He hidden himself behind the tree. I want to see. Still he woke up. His every day is like a duty. He will wake up, took shower. Shower means I think he used to go to canal to take a bath. And when he comes back again, he said, Data, bahut kuch diya hai. He said, I'll wait when 12 o'clock. How your Data, how your Vishnu is going to give you food. I will see. Today I'm not going to give you food. And he's watching him. When he's watching him, when it was exactly 12 o'clock, one farmer was passing by. And normally farmer take their lunch with them. He had tied up like 2-3 chapati, sabji. And that farmer stopped by and he put his 2 chapati and sabji, whatever he had, a half of that he has given to that rishi. The person, wealthy person, he's hiding behind the tree. And he's saying, oh my God, he did not go anywhere. Definitely, God is giving him the food. And the farmer is he's gone. Then again, he's saying thank you to God. Thank you, God, you have given me this food. While he's saying thank you to God, his plate was on the ground. And in the meanwhile, dog comes and take those 2 chapatis and sabji, half is gone. And now that wealthy person, he's saying, let me watch. Does he become angry? No. Now it will be good to watch him. He's saying, thank you. Look at this, dog has taken his food. Again, that rishi, when he sat down, he said that, so that dog has taken his both chapatis and he's sitting. Again, he got up. He said, thank you, God. You have given me chance to keep a fast today. That wealthy person was surprised that he did not depend on my food. He did not depend on the farmer. He did not depend on anything. Still, he's saying, thank you. Even dog has taken his food away from his plate. He did not become angry. He is still peaceful. And at the end, he said, thank you, God. Today you have given me chance to keep a upavas. He did not depend. So when we say, I'm celebrating Independence Day, it's not only one day. Check yourself at home. I'm a really free bird. That's called true freedom. Go within inside. Inside, we have everything. Inside, we have a peace, love, happiness, bliss, knowledge. Everything is there. I normally say, living in the family, living in the world, invent 3 factories, even in this body. Normally, when the weather is so hot, what we normally do? We can put AC on in the room, but the brain becomes very hot. Inside, when we become angry, we lose our peace. When we lose our peace, what happened to? First thing will happen, your blood pressure. Your brain is burning. AC is on. Room is cold, but inside you are not cool. You are not peaceful. So I normally say, put a 3 factory in this body. One is ice factory in the brain. Keep your brain cool and calm. Because brain is the main part of the body. We normally say, when I say I the being, I the soul. The soul lives here in the center of the forehead. Why does the soul live here in the center of the forehead? I was explaining to someone 2 days ago. Normally we say matha tekna, mathe mein tik jana. And that the person was very amazed that what does it mean? You know, when we say matha tekna, we go to temple, we go to Gurdwara, we go to, even when we go to church or mosque, first the hand goes there. Why? Because the soul lives here in the center of the forehead. Brain is very close to the soul. Soul is that power, energy, being. And if I keep an ice factory in my brain will be cool and calm. And second thing, put the factory of sweetness. When we speak bitter words, get angry, we lose our peace. If somebody is speaking rude to you, somebody else is angry with you, what happened? If somebody else said to me, we say, they spoke to me like this, and we retaliate very quickly. We take a revenge in meditation. No, I'm not going to revenge. I'm not going to answer them back. Let me put a sweet factory in my mouth. One of our senior sisters normally say that, thank God, God has kept this tongue behind the 32 bricks. If that tongue was somewhere outside hanging somewhere, we don't know how much we would have damaged or harmed our relationship. Good thing is behind these 32 bricks. So inside, invent or create a factory of sweetness, that I will speak sweet to everyone. If somebody is speaking bad words to you or giving you names, at that time, state will say, no, I'm a peaceful, I'm a happy person. Remind yourself, we forget ourselves. We don't forget our name, form, color, religion, caste, creed. We don't forget those things, but we forget that I'm a peaceful. We normally say very proudly, I belong to that family. I belong to Sharma family, Verma family. We remember those things, but we forget that I'm a peaceful. Third one, we normally say, everybody in the world, we know that what the world is going through. If somebody gives us pain, we normally say, oh, I keep those words in my stomach. What will happen if I'm keeping something in my stomach? After years and years, we normally say, I can remember the things you told me 20 years ago. You so-and-so given me pain 20 years ago, 15 years ago. I still remember those things. They are in my stomach or in my heart or in my brain. You can imagine what the condition of my stomach will be, what the condition of my heart will be, what is the condition of my brain. We have to take out all the stress and anxiety from my stomach. Otherwise, we all have the experience that sometimes indigestion, sometimes many people are, because those who have stress and anxiety, it leads to cancer. So let me, before these things happen, let me pay attention. I'm not going to keep anything in my stomach. In my heart, let me create the factory of love. Heart is the symbol of love. If in our heart there is a hatred, jealousy, anger, what's going to happen? My arteries will be blocked. When my arteries are blocked, normally blockage comes with the dirt. Like if any pipe is blocked in the house, if the water is flowing through, it doesn't block. It normally block when there's a rubbish is there or hairs are there, something is which not move from there, so it is stuck there. Then what we have to do? You have to push with something, then you can clear those pipes. Same thing inside. We have in our heart arteries. Arteries are like a pipe because we keep something there. It did not move away from my heart. Then it is stuck, it's blocked. Then what do they do? Then we need operation. So what I say inside, just say, let me have the factory of love. Let me have a factory of sweetness. Let me have a factory of ice. When we have this factory, I will love myself, then I can love others. It's not only I am becoming independent, and I also want other people to become independent. Like when we burn Ravan. Ravan is the symbol of 10 heads. We say in meditation that 5 vices we have. Whoever comes near to me, also they should not become angry if I'm the master of these 5 vices. That's why Ravan has shown with the 10 heads. This morning we had a very beautiful saying that sometime we kill these vices, but we don't burn them. Like Ravan. Ravan first was killed. After that, we have to burn, isn't it? Same thing. Sometimes we kill these vices, but we have to burn them with the fire of yoga, fire of meditation, fire of my zeal and enthusiasm. When I burn them, there won't be any seed left. When there's a seed left, what happened? There's a seed. Then after that, so-and-so said something to me, so-and-so talking about me. We are giving that little water to that seed, then it won't take time to become a tree again. What we say through meditation, let me become the master of my mind. When I say my mind never say my mind is like a monkey, my mind is like a horse. No. Make your mind a good friend. Make your mind a good child. How we take care of the child? You will look after your child. Suppose child is holding a 2-3-year-old child is holding a knife or a pair of scissors. Child is not aware of that child is that scissors dangerous or knife is dangerous. We know that it's dangerous. Child is holding a knife. How will you take that knife away from that child? How will you take that pair of scissors? Because somebody was telling me, take a knife away from that child with the love. But the child does not understand the language of love. How will you take that knife? Doesn't matter how much you're going to attract the child, unless my experience is that if you give his favorite food to the child, what the child will do? As soon as it's a favorite chocolate or crepes or peanuts, straight away he will leave that knife. So one is give him his favorite food. Second is give him his favorite toy. Sometimes children have that little small car, that's his favorite toy. Little small truck. As soon as see that small car, straight away he will leave the knife or a pair of scissors. Same thing. Our mind is holding many very sharp knives. It's not only dangerous for others. First, it's dangerous to ourselves. We have been damaging ourselves, damaging our mind, that we have damaged our heart, we have damaged our stomach, we have damaged our relationship, we also damage the nature. When we are angry, I normally say when we go for walk, I'm not going to drop anything on Mother Earth. I will never spit on earth because earth is my mother. When we're calling, we love our India. I even know, sitting here, I still have still not, I will in the rest of my life, I have a great respect for my Mother India and earth, doesn't matter where I am. I never throw anything. That's keeping a fast of that. I will never throw any rubbish because earth is my mother. You know, when we say Bharat Mata ki jai, it's not only Bharat Mata. Wherever we are, there's a land. I always tell my mind, you're not going to throw anything on the Mother Earth. It's Mother Earth's lap. I will never spit. I'm not saying that sometime you're walking and you're coughing. I will look for the drain and then I will go there, then I will spit there. But I want to do on the road, on the footpath now. I know nobody's watching me, nobody, but in these days, they have put so many cameras. So we need to check ourselves. Am I the master of my mind? These are little things. Then we can say, our country, am I free from these vices? When I'm free from these vices, we can create very beautiful world, especially in India. India has been depending on other people. We normally say India became free from a British ruler. Okay, really? Okay, British people, they left in 1947. But there was a time when Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, long time ago, though I wasn't there, but we have heard that they were living like one family. How much love, regard, respect they have after 47, 48. You think that country became free? But we start, inside there's a hatred, jealousy, greed. God wants us to become free from all those vices. If we're from inside, I normally check myself that Karuna doesn't matter which cult, which caste, which religion, doesn't matter which religion they belong to. I am going to love everyone. We need to go within inside. Let me check because they are all God children. We do sing Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Sai, Sabiyan, Bhai. We normally just sing for the sake of, but really inside, do I feel that I love everyone? I remember once I went to Nigeria, and when I went to Nigeria, Lagos, I was alone at the center for good 3 months. At that time, it's still not safe, but I felt, I said, with my mind, doesn't matter who comes to Baba's house. I was staying at the Brahma Kumari Center, but I did not let any negative thoughts come in my mind. One day I was sitting in meditation, but I was making sure that in the evening, before I go to bed, I do half an hour, 45 minutes meditation. That's for my safety. One day I felt that God is saying that, child, you open your wing, you can protect this building with your own power, inner power. So we have a inner power inside, but we have to dig it as I said, that when we cooking something in the kitchen, we don't know. Sometimes we don't find our own things. Why we can't find our own things? Because we don't display them properly. Even in the kitchen, mechanic people, what do? They put the things they need it every year at the front. Same way, in everyday's life, we need to put those things at the front. Peace, love, happiness, we need every day. We can't say once a year. We keep a fast of, sometimes we say, I'm fasting on Monday, once a week. If somebody says, I'm keeping a fast of Friday once a week, no. I normally say we need to fast every day. I do need peace of mind, love every day. When we have a peace, love, and happiness every day you will be healthy. Every day you will give a love to everyone in the family, to the world, to the tree, to the plants. Then global warming, we all know that what is happening in the world, global warming, and we have to like somebody was telling me in these days, we have to use all these things eco-friendly, so no chemical, nothing, okay. But I normally say, how much chemical, okay, we can use those things. What about inside? How much anger, irritation we have inside? We have to remove those things from inside. That's called a true Independence Day, a true freedom from vices. When we're free from those vices, that's our life. We will celebrate our own life. You will enjoy living. I normally say to myself, what is life? Life means when I'm free from all these vices. Is it okay, sister? Shall I conduct the little meditation?
Yes, sister. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Before that, if anyone has any kind of questions, would you be able to address them?
Yeah, if any.
Yeah. So, in case you have any questions, please feel free to drop your questions in the chat box. So, sister, we have one question here. The question goes like, some supervisors or lead talks very badly with the employees. They feel that they know everything. Employee don't have freedom to argue with them because of such kind of situations. Maybe because they're dependent on the salary as well. Silence works here, but how to talk freely in a bad situation is something they want to understand. Like how to take things from there in a positive way.
It is my experience when I was working. When anything happened at that time, you keep quiet, go in silence, deep down. You look at them, you practice first that I'm a soul. And you look at them that they're also being. It's not that sometimes we feel they are boss, they are my manager, I can't talk to them. Sometimes they are also under the influence of something. And you wait and see. You look at them as a being, that they are children of God. He is a soul, she is a soul, I am also a soul. When you stay in that feeling, when they're saying something to you, keep quiet. After a few minutes, stay in silence. Then you ask them, then you say something. You have to find the right moment to say something to them. When you talk to them peacefully, then you will see your vibration will reach to that person. I remember that when I started, I was living in this country. You are all in India. I remember when I was working, my boss, even because I'm an Indian, and she won't say good morning to me. When I go there, I will say good morning. They won't reply me. I was very new in meditation. I could not argue, could not. When I will go there in the office, my mind will say, stop saying good morning. They don't reply. You know how mind is saying. Then my intellect will reply me, now Karuna, never say, why are you leaving your values? Why do you leave your qualities? You continue to say good morning to them. Doesn't matter they reply. By the time I go inside, open the door, and first I will make up my mind, I'm going to say good morning. But when I open the door, at that time my mind will say, don't say to them, because they are English, I'm an Indian, they are not going to reply me, they don't like me. How many thoughts were coming? Then it will come that what God is teaching me, you are a soul, you are a being, you are an energy. They are also an energy. They need love. Don't never give up. I continue. It took me 6 months. It did not happen in one day. I tell you, after 6 months, and one day the time came when I opened the door and going to the office. Then the time came, I will say good morning, but I won't expect anything that they're going to reply me back. The time came when I opened the door and my boss, she told me, good morning, Karuna. I was amazed. I was amazed that She said good morning to me. Not only good morning to me, she offered me a cup of tea. Because in those days we used to keep a kettle in. She asked me, Karuna, would you like a cup of tea? And I have biscuit. Not only replying me, but we need patience. Meditation works. Meditation is like a homeopathic medicine. Sometimes homeopathic medicine, they are small, small tablets. And you take, sometimes it works like a magic. Sometimes it takes time. Brother, want to say something?
Om Shanti.
Your phone, you have to unmute.
Hello, Om Shanti. First of all, happy independence to everyone. Thank you very much for igniting to everyone. Just one small question. Normally, when we have the knowledge, it is easy to transform with clear understanding. But those who are not understanding, we are loving family members, our work employees, somebody. So we also want to change anyone. He's not doing some habits good. We are trying to say not one time, even 10 or 20 times also we are telling, even though they are not ready to accept, and changing means how easily we will bring the little bit change even from others also. Then we will live even in the family members or work employees. We will do work also very happily. So in this case, what you will suggest, please? Thank you.
What is your question, brother?
Yeah, so the question was mainly with respect to how, like when you are living in certain kind of family, okay, and there, how much ever we try to say that these kind of qualities within you are not appropriate, we tell them n number of times, but still we cannot find any kind of change from them. So he wanted to understand how much, I mean, how in exact way we can transform small, at least small things, so that we together can live happily.
As I said, that put 3 factors in your
Yes.
body and mind. When you have these 3 factors, sometimes you have to keep quiet. Sometimes you can answer them. You live in the family. I normally say charity begins at home. If you start from this body first, that I'm going to create this factory, doesn't matter what happened, I will speak with the love to my children, with my wife, everyone. And I will create that, because normally I say, family people always say, I want Sukh Shanti. We are not only want Shanti. Shanti is like you eating chapati, dry chapati, but we want we normally say, I want bread and butter. I want everything. So same thing in the family, you just don't want Shanti. You want Sukh as well. You want happiness. How I can create, but inside, even when you wake up in the morning, at that time, say good morning to myself. Today, just to practice that I am a peaceful, I love myself. You feel that you love that children, you love your brother, sister, mother, father, whoever, even your boss. I would say that you feel that when I go there, go to the office, he will say good morning to me. He will respect me. As long as you keep on working hard. Let me share one small one. There was one person traveling by bus, ordinary person, and whoever comes on gets on the bus, he will leave his seat and get up and give it to somebody. And one person sitting there, he was you can say more older than him, but he still given the seat. Again, he took another seat, another passenger comes, and again, he given his seat. At the end of the journey, one man asked him, he said, tell me please, why you keep on giving your seat and you're getting up, you stand for a few minutes, you wait till another seat. He said, I'm not very rich person. I'm very ordinary person. I can't donate anything. I can't do anything. But when I'm traveling, if I can do some good deeds, there's a little things, giving my seat, God has given me 2 legs. I can stand for a few minutes. When I give seat to other people, that's giving me some happiness. Doing a little small deeds, it gives us so much happiness. Then that person, he appreciates that you are the richest person in the world. When we start doing a little deeds, small activities, you're giving happiness to yourself, give happiness to anyone, you will see it inside. But don't retaliate, don't reject, don't react. That keep a fast from these things. That's called true independence. We are not depending, but at the same time, I need to check myself that am I free from these vices? Many thoughts will come in my mind that if somebody says something, let me answer them back, what they think they are. Mind is saying many things, but at that time you have to know, come on, my child. I say, make your mind your best friend, make your mind your friend, good friend, best friend. In Hindi, it's called dost. Dost means do satte. I want to be truthful with my mind, and mind has to be truthful with me. Ask your mind, and you talk to your mind as a child. In Hindi, we normally say, my mother used to say that, Ut mana chal, ye kare. Ut, ask your mind. Whatever you do, ask your mind, shall we have a cup of tea? Shall I get angry or no? Mind will tell you, no, don't get angry. Shall I retaliate? No. Your mind will, no. I will become very peaceless. Mind will reply you. Mind is so wonderful. I normally ask my mind, what shall I do? Shall I drink a cup of tea first or shall I drink a glass of water? Mind will reply me, now drink a glass of water first, then you drink tea. When we listen, when we talk to our mind, yes, brother, you're raising your hand. Sorry it took so long. Yeah. Unmute your phone, please.
Sister, Om
Yeah.
Shanti. Om Shanti,
Om
sister.
Shanti. Om Shanti.
I am BK Rao.
I think I know you.
Pardon?
I think I know you. Probably I met you in Madhuban.
Ah, yes. You are right. Absolutely. Sister, during your lecture, you told the weather conditions are not good. You went to meditation center.
Yeah.
Last 2 days back, Baba told when the conditions are not good, when there is a curfew, you can listen, you can do meditation at your home. Why you have taken such a risk to go to that center? Only for clarification, I'm asking. Generally,
Yeah.
I will attend 99% meditation center and Murali class also. That is my clarification. Thank you.
At that time, there was no curfew. 1983-84, I'm talking about. That was my experience. But the time will come when Baba said you won't be able to come out from the house like during the coronavirus. Then we could not come out. Then we didn't need, we did not go there. But at that time, soul, it was the need of the soul. I needed the power. At that time, I was very new. London was free from everything. There was no coronavirus, but there was no buses early in the morning. I didn't have a car. I did not have a early morning because class was at 5:30. I used to leave home 4:30. It was safety. But if you ask me now to leave 4:30, well, I'm old now. I won't go 4:30. But my mind can travel very quickly. That was the time. It was the need for the soul. At that time, when your car is empty, you will fill the petrol when the car is empty. If your car is full, then you don't need to overflow. Now I'm full. Now I don't need to. Baba is saying to us, okay, through the Murli, you keep a stock, the time will come, the time of curfew, time of those things, then you won't be able to. When the time is there, suppose you have a car, take a benefit. Like in these days, we can go to Global House. I normally say, Karuna, take that opportunity. Don't miss it. We don't know what's going to happen. One sister was going to give me Avyakt Murli's books. This morning, she said, Karuna, I'm not going to give you the books because somebody told me the time will come. We won't be able to come out from the house. I want to keep my stock. I said, yes, that's fine. You understand? In 1984, soul needed at that time. I was going through depression. I was I did not like UK. I did not like many things. One day, I don't know if you have heard my experience on YouTube.
Yes, yes.
And at that time, I needed it. That's why I worked. But now, but I still go for work. I still don't, even through this during coronavirus, I did not miss my work. I will make sure half an hour, 45 minutes. I don't want to. Till I can walk, I will go. But I only go when not too many people in the park. That's my mind and intellect. Give us the judgment. I make my mind and intellect my two wings. They are my two wings. Even when I sit in meditation, I always say, I cannot meditate without both of you. Come with me. Without you, I can't do anything. I don't leave them here. Even this morning, I was sitting in meditation. At that time, I was saying, come with me. I want to fly. I want to go to Supreme Soul. Let me go to Baba's Hatti. Let me collect peace, love, and happiness. When they're with me, I ask them, when you're with me, you collect it, you bring it, then you put everything at the right place. You know, like a mother, when a mother goes for shopping or father goes for shopping, when they have their children with them, or when they come home, they ask them, okay, beta, put these things right. You put this in the fridge. When you need it, you ask your children, beta, can you bring a drink? The child will quickly get the drink. You're keeping your mind and intellect busy. I keep my mind and intellect busy all the time. Then I ask my mind and intellect, where's the peace, where's the love, where's happiness? Quickly, they will tell me where it is. This is my experience.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Any other question?
Sorry, sister, I was on mute. Yes, there was one small question. That is, the question mainly was how to connect with God accurately.
First, I normally say, when we meet someone, suppose, let me give you an example. You got invitation from a queen. Well, in this country, we say queen. If you got an invitation from prime minister, how will you go and meet them? You will go to the best shop, best hairstyle, best clothes, best shoes, best everything. Are you going to become prime minister when you spend so much money on your hairstyle, on your makeup, and on your clothes? You're not going to become a prime minister, can you? No. At least can you become like them? At least you can communicate with them. Same thing. I want to communicate with him. He does not have a body. Supreme Soul does not have a body. He is the Supreme Soul. I am Soul. I have to become like him. When I become like him, you know, like when father is 6 foot tall, child is a little, what the father will do? Father has to bend down to come to child's level to communicate with them. Or what he does, other thing, if he can't bend down, he will pick up his child, bring it to his level. Same thing, we have to come to that level to talk to Supreme Father. Because we have to forget this body. In Hindi, we do say, Nange aaye the, nange jana. He doesn't have a body. So I have to become bodiless first. When I'm bodiless, then it will be easy for you to communicate. You have to come to that level. I won't become God. Like if I get invitation from Queen, I won't become Queen. I won't become a prince and princess. No. I just want to get ready to communicate. I want to come to that level. At least I can talk to them. If I wear a clothes like this, even if I'm wearing this white sari, I will make sure I will wear my new sari at least. You know, at least you're going to that gathering, I will wear my clean clothes. I won't go in dirty clothes. Same thing, if I want to communicate with God, I have to go to that level. When I speak to God, do you understand his language? His language is silence. When we say, Baba inspired me, your intellect is clean and clear, you can catch up his vibration. That's called communication. Through meditation, you don't have to sit in a, like a, renunciation. When I was talking about renunciation, we don't have to renunciate anything. You don't have to renunciate clothes. You don't have to renunciate the world. You don't live in the family, but live like a lotus flower. But lotus flower means you live in the family. Don't give up anything. Sometimes people think, do we have to wear white clothes? No. I tell everyone, no, come in color clothes. Clothes doesn't mean anything. One day I was speaking to Janti Didi, I said, our young children are coming there. I'm not telling them to wear white clothes. And she said, yeah, I agree with you, Karuna. Don't tell them. Let them wear whatever they want to. Within 1 month, those 3 girls, they were going there to help. And what they start doing, while they were traveling by bus, they will wear color clothes. As soon as they go to Global House, they will change, they go to toilet, bathroom, they will change their color clothes and they wear white clothes. I remember myself as well. I used to tell my Didi, don't tell me wear white clothes. Slowly, nobody told me. One day the time came, I felt more peaceful when I was, one day I will wear white trousers, then colorful top, then one day even start going to the office and I will wear sometimes white top and a black trouser. One day I wore a white sari to the office. Everybody started calling, you look an angel. I said, my God, I was spending so much money on color clothes. Nobody called me, I look an angel. Today I wore it. I had a confidence. Then I started wearing white. I said, nobody called me and I'm an angel. First, today I wore sari, everybody was calling me an angel. So when we communicate with God, you have to become like him. You have to have soul conscious vision. Soul conscious, feel that I am soul. I'm being, I'm light, I'm energy. Okay.
Thank you
Let's
so
do
much,
some
sister.
meditation.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much, sister. I would just retreat into like just in 1 minute as to what you have mentioned, because you have actually enlightened us a lot, especially what exactly is the inner freedom and what we have to get free from, the vices. So I would suggest everyone that let's implement those 3 factories within ourselves, the ice factory, the sweet factory, and the factory of love. Then I'm sure we'll be free from all the vices and can cherish every day the freedom. So yes, Sister Karuna, we can start with the meditation.
Relax your body. Can you see the screen?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
When we meditate, keep your both hands on your knees. Keep your back straight. Both feet flat on the ground. Relax. Visualize you're getting energy from Mother Earth. That the Ma is so great. It gives us food to eat, clothes to wear, water to drink. Feel that I'm getting energy through my toes. Relax your feet, ankle. That energy is coming towards my legs. Feel that my bones, veins, muscles, blood, cells, they are all becoming powerful. My knees, my thighs, my hips, relax. It's wonderful magnetic energy. It comes in my stomach. Feel that I'm becoming free from stress, anxiety, negative and waste thoughts. Live in the present. Present is mine. Ask your mind and intellect to be with me. Visualize that in my stomach there's a wonderful energy, magnetic energy. It is a healing my stomach, my gallbladder, kidney, intestine. I can see with my third eye that my stomach is healthy. Now that energy comes toward my heart. Take a deep breath. I can feel there's a factory of love. In my heart, I want to remove all the blockages of anger, irritation. With peace and love, I can remove them. Everything is in my hand. Now that energy comes through my liver, lungs, by my neck, by my face, center of the forehead. I am the being. I am light. I am light. I can feel that I'm free from these vices. I'm a free bird. I can fly. I'm holding the finger of my mind, my child, and intellect. They're both my wings. I, the being, I'm flying like a bird. Feel that my both wings, my mind and intellect are open. I'm flying higher, beyond the ceiling of this roof, in the open sky, beyond the sun, the moon, the stars, sky. I'm flying higher and higher, but my two wings are with me all the time. Now I meet my Father, Supreme Soul. He is light. I am light. He is my Father. I can feel in the form of child. I go and meet my Father. I hug my Father. I have been separate from him for a long time. Put all the bags of baggages of stress and anxiety next to him. He is my Father. I can feel my Father's telling me, child, take your peace, love, happiness, bliss, energy. Whatever you need, take it from me. I can feel my mind and intellect, they're both collecting, filling our apron with love and happiness. I, the being, with my mind and intellect, I am full. I'm coming back from that world, coming beneath. While I'm coming down, I'm showering the peace, love, happiness to the world in the form of angel. I can feel the whole world will be free from vices. Let me shower happiness, love, peace to the whole world. One day, the whole world will be paradise. Everywhere will be love, happiness. Now, I, the soul, I come back to my body where I parked it. I will come back slowly. I sit in the center of the forehead. I, the soul, I'm like a driver. I will be a good driver. I won't clash with anyone. My sanskara, my habit, I will be peaceful, loveful, happy. Take a deep breath. Let's say Om 3 times. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We have a healing power in our own hands. Rub your hands, hug yourself, heal yourself. I normally say, in our hand, we have energy, we have power. Love yourself. We never give time to ourselves, give time to the whole world, not to ourselves. Om Shanti. Namaste. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Thank you, sister.
Thank you for inviting me. It was lovely to
stop.
meet you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sister Karuna. It was really a very enlightened session as well. So just couple of announcements. One is we all know that August month is known for a lot of occasions, and one of such occasion we have celebrated today with Sister Karuna, the Independence Day. So lined up is the Rakhi festival, which is on 22nd. I'm sure everyone is aware about it. So the Rakhi is especially known for protection from evil things. So we need protection from God. We need protection, and God would protect us from all such kind of evil influences. So I would request everyone to participate on 22nd session as well, where we can celebrate Rakhi and we can virtually tie Rakhis to each other. And the next session would be the Janmashtami celebrations, which would happen on 29th of August. So yes, this is the update that is provided from Shanti Sarovar. I'm sure that you all like today's session. So in case you want more such kind of updates, please do like, comment, and subscribe to Shanti Sarovar Hyderabad YouTube channel. Thank you.
Thank you, Queen Shanti.